Business stuff. It doesn't, we haven't even
I feel like Mr. Rogers. All right, so are we getting ready to do a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
That's right. Yeah.
Everybody unload!
Okay, so tomorrow we have a really cool mid-century home that we're doing. And let me find you the photos here so we can kind of walk through this together.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the iron and all the wood that's in there in the metal. In the metal, black flooring. So we're kind of going to keep that mid-century vibe that we've done before. I think here we want to find probably 2 pieces of art, those black and white ones that we had from Keegan, I think. And then I thought it might be nice is then when we get to that dining room to use that wood element back on that wall, this wall.
Okay, the round
one.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then, so we'll probably position this a floating style in the front room. This one's kind of a unique situation. You have a laundry room in your kitchen. So that will be a little bit different. But as you can see, just a ton of wood in here. So the biggest goal is for us just to lighten that up and that. So what I think we should do is I'll give you, Lori, what do you want to do? Do you want to focus on the bedroom or the living room space today?
How about right here?
Yeah,
Is that downstairs?
this is the living room.
Okay.
And then you have that mimics itself downstairs.
Okay.
When we go down here, then this is the downstairs one. That's the one with the ping. We will put the ping pong table in that.
And I can do the. I can
You want to do that
focus
one?
on the downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then McKenna, you want to do do you want to focus on those bedrooms down there, those teen rooms? Because they would. I think your buyer is actually going to be, because there's 4 bedrooms, but it's 2 up, 2 down. Typically, that will be a buyer that's going to have some older kids because they don't like to be separated from the younger kids being downstairs in the basement. So we'll kind of focus that whole play area downstairs so it has kind of a fun vibe to it as well.
2 kids' rooms downstairs.
So 2, so maybe like a teen and a preteen type room, and then we'll do kind of a fun family gathering type game room, / maybe bar type thing for that. And then upstairs, I'll focus on that front room. So, and then we'll kind of meet from there.
Okay.
One of the things I did think that we had kind of talked about prior to was that one room being that teen room. The preteen was the records.
Yeah.
So we did go and get some of these old 45s. These are not 45s.
That's
these are
LPs.
LPs, yeah. And we thought we could make like a headboard or do some kind of pattern on the wall so you get that movement and that. And so I just kind of stayed all neutrals so that you didn't have to fight anything with that. So then it kind of, because you have those 2 closet doors that are that warmth color. Now on the other side of the room, you can have a little desk that brings that warmth over here.
In the bathrooms at this place, it has this little bit of just peachy. Obviously we're not going to add it to anything really. We're just kind of bringing it just
Spot.
Yes,
Wherever you want
absolutely.
it.
I don't even know what I'm doing now.
Oh my gosh! Oh, you're priceless.
Okay, where was I? And then we're gonna do this white Sherpa with it as well. Those photos that we showed had that like golden color, and so what we're doing is this couch. It's super mid-century. So fun. It's
Clean up aisle 5.
My vision for the tween, kind of preteen room. And so we started, I really want to incorporate this piece that has a bright pop of color. It doesn't scream. To me, it speaks to me as it's teen, it's fun, it's playful. So we're gonna start with that. And then I pulled these pieces that play off of those similar colors, and we'll kind of create like a collage on the wall. And then the second room I had was I want to create like a music room for another teen room that's not too kiddish. It's just, it's a little more of a mature room. So I'm going to create a music room. And I really wanted to incorporate, since these photos are black and white, I want to make, I really love a pop of color. So I'm choosing this side table with just a little bit of green, and that's just my color. So we have some headphones, and we have, we're gonna incorporate the records on the wall. That creates more movement. It's not just two pieces of art on the wall. Well, I'll show you those records, and then I have another idea for that room. I want it to feel like have an industrial feel. I want it to be kind of just a mature room. So we're gonna incorporate this in the room. It's just a standing screen. It'll just kind of divide the space up a little bit. We may hang like a blanket or a backpack on the hook just to keep it still playful and friendly. So yeah, and then for that music room, I am incorporating these super old school records. So we'll kind of like do something like this all along the wall to just, again, keeping that movement and keeping it playful and fun. Yeah, you'll see it tomorrow in action.
So now you can see how they can stage in an hour and 20 minutes because they've taken the 8 hours here picking it. That's all making sense now.
Yeah.
Look at all these fun things I'm finding. Where can we put these cowbells? Can we have more cowbell?
Do you really want me to tell you where to take the camera?
Probably not. We want cowbell. Starting to feel an energy build for this house as you guys are doing this. It's like I never thought this would go like this, but I'm feeling as you guys
it's
are doing it.
exciting when you do it.
And
literally.
everybody's coming up with their pictures. Okay, so this room, and you guys are all thinking, and I'm like, what? I'm getting it. I'm like, oh, this is exciting. So it's like, yeah, and my mind's starting to open up. And think,
it's the feedback, right? And then everybody kind of bounces off each other, and then it's kind of like, it all kind of goes together.
It does. It's creating an energy. It's awesome.
You got that windowsill in the one room downstairs that has the big closet. So the front room is the one that you'll have your music room. You'll need a rug, That's the only one that's the hardwood. And then the other one is carpeted, but it's got the 2 closet doors, so it's a lot bigger. That'll be a queen bed. But if you notice, it has kind of, because it's in a basement, it has the basement ledge in there, and then it had the electrical panel. So we just need to find something to lean over that electrical panel. So maybe even if it's a mirror or something like that to give you the light reflection. And then I didn't know if you wanted this kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what kind of why I had these kind of elements here, because you could build something that kind of has that vibe.
Open shelving and the
You know, I thought the same thing, and it's not. It has one of those traditional wood doors that pull.
So we just close that door.
We'll close that door and ignore it. Yeah.
Oh, yes. They sounded so much like wind chimes, or I would have brought them out. I did see those, and I'm like, okay, that's would be fun. Say something.
Something.
Say something. Say something.
Sorry.
Wow. Hi, everyone. Welcome. And we're going to kind of just do a recap. Today we were in the warehouse with Tammy and her team. And today is what they call pull day, right?
That's right.
Pull day. And it was amazing to be here and see how the process goes. But, I mean, no better person to tell you about it than Tammy. Give us the...
Yeah, so tomorrow we have a good size home, a mid-century home. So it kind of has a different vibe to it.
Right.
And so what we usually do is we meet in the morning, we talk about what the project is going to be.
Yeah, it looked like you guys kind of had a huddle.
We do.
And then you guys were all looking at your cell phones.
Those are, yeah, because I did a walkthrough where I would go through and I took pictures of the place. Sometimes I'll do a video or just take some shots of the place.
Right.
And then we kind of go through and discuss the house. And then the girls, I kind of give them an assignment and what areas that they want to focus on. And then we kind of just create it from there. We usually typically, like I said, we'd like to tell that continuity story all the way through. So we usually will kind of have our base color that we're kind of working with that will be kind of the generic area. And then when they get to the downstairs, we kind of added, especially in this house, because we talked about that the whole, this house we're doing tomorrow has all wood paneling walls. And so it's a lot of warmth, but I need to add back in the lightness upstairs.
Right.
And then downstairs was light walls, so now I need to add the warmth of the wood back down there. So then I kind of get that continuity going all the way through.
You know, it was interesting as the development of the items started to come to fruition, and we're seeing spaces where you kind of collect them. Even this table, you would gather stuff. You could feel an energy develop, and then the theme and the flow started to develop. And being a part of watching you guys, I could feel it happening.
Yeah, and that's the fun part, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like you find that one piece that just kind of like inspires you, and it just grows from there. And then that way, the creativity just starts flowing. And even you did a great job. I mean, you went through my art and you pulled out one, and it was like,
I thought this picture is going to fit.
This would look great with that.
Well, I was listening enough, and finally it started to click, and I thought, hey, I think as I went through to see, I couldn't believe how much art you have to start with, and this is only half of your inventory, so naturally amazed. But I got the color vibe, and I started going, okay, they want to brighten this space up, and I pulled that one picture out, and I guess they'll put it on there.
We'll showcase it tomorrow.
We'll showcase it tomorrow. I'm excited about that. So wrapping today up, then tomorrow will be we'll arrive at the house, and then it's game on.
Then it's game on, and we will then execute that stage. The girls will split up and they will go into their areas, obviously, that they pulled.
Right.
And then same thing, the guys come in, they already know beforehand what pieces are going, so we don't have to, as they kind of load the truck, I already talk about it with them, right? So I already had mentioned like that, you know, the gold sofa is going to go downstairs, the white pieces are all going upstairs, all that generic, you know, black and white and off-white pieces are upstairs. Downstairs you have more of the colored pieces and the natural wood elements that we were bringing in, so that they kind of already know about it, talking about it beforehand. Then they can just execute it without having to interrupt everybody else. They just know it.
Well, and seeing you prep for tomorrow and being here and seeing the energy that went to picking, I can kind of understand how you can arrive at a place and get it done in maybe 2 hours if you're slacking.
Yeah.
But the other day we had that one where I kind of looked at I called you to the time you guys were done was about an hour and 20 minutes.
Right.
But today the prep time you spent, and it wasn't.
And that's the thing, dude. I
know.
think too. It takes a little more time to prep on the back end. So
Yeah.
that's where your time kind of is.
It seems like no matter what you do.
Exactly. And otherwise, or if you're
Right.
traveling somewhere, right? That's a lot further destination. But that's where your time is spent. It's in
Yeah.
the pulling and the gathering and the packing.
Right.
It's when you unload it, it's executed, and
everyone
they know
knows.
it. It's just
Yeah.
like a fine oiled machine. So they just kind of boom, boom, boom. They already know where these tables and stuff go, so they can be in and out of that. And I would anticipate tomorrow it would probably be about 2 hours max.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here and watching our video and seeing how this staging is done behind the scenes. And we'll bring you the action tomorrow when we get there. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Got to talk to you guys.
Yeah, peanut